Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round 3, the final of OIDC 2024. Let's see, has it all paid off from the young Latvian driver, or can Hanbin, the Chinese underdog, upset the #1 qualifier as we see Knick-Knack throwing it in, putting the foot down, and this is the speed and Knick-Knack that we've been seeing all weekend. Absolutely ridiculous pace as he starts to pull a gap on Hanbin. Hanbin doing whatever he can to try and close that proximity, but staying on the qualifying line just as the judges asked. But look, Knick-Knack is over-rotated. No way. Oh my, what? My voice is not going to last. If this is how we're starting our top 32, all I say is Knick-Knack's in the chase. He needs to force a mistake to get it one more time. He is going to push hard. As we see Hanbin throwing it in. And Hanbin puts 3, maybe 4 wheels off on the first corner. All the drama here, big upset for the young Latvian driver, but they keep it going. It's going to be interesting to see what way our judges will judge this one. Wow, look at Knick-Knack now, he's right there with him. Huge commitment, sticking it up on Hanbin's door. But yeah, Hanbin on a completely wrong line on the inside of the track, not where the grip is at all, but Knick-Knack is out. Hanbin gets the win. Oh, what? What happened there? Mohammed just pulled just driving away. No one knew out of the chicane. This is one of these rounds now that I think you can see right now. When the driver's just a little bit too warmed up. See Victor Jansu putting wheels off. So there you have it. Victor Jansu leaves the line alone. So Mohamed Sieb does not make the 5-minute rule. Whatever happened to that car, that was crazy. He just came out of the chicane and pulled off the track. So yeah, Victor will get the win. He will advance onto the top 16 where he will face Hanbin. You need the car, and if the car doesn't play ball, just that's drifting, that's motorsport. So yeah, Linus Jansu, the second of our Swedish Drift brothers, will make it into the top 16. So you see him complete circuit, pass to the circuit here in this absolutely insane E92 M3. And not only that, imagine having one cool car, but the guys, Swedish Drift brothers, brought 2 identical cars over. The only difference is the number that's on the side of it, which to be fair is. So yeah, Linus gets the win. Okay, so we have Tarek Al-Shahani in the lead, Mohammed Al-Musari in the chase, a little bit shallow on the first side of the zone, but pulling a gap now on Mohammed. Mohammed's going to have to pedal that car to try and get it back in. If you see the transition from both drivers, Tarek very shallow, which allows Mohammed to get back in the fight as they come up now to transition for the last time, and out to the wall for Tarek Al-Shahani. Mohammed Al-Musari, big straight in there just before the wall as I hear the screams of the cars as they pass. Mohammed flicking in wild. He knows there's a disadvantage, but a little bit too wild. He comes in too hot and puts 4 wheels off with an over rotation, which means Tarek Al-Shahani now getting the lifeline thrown to him. He didn't put the best lead light on, but it looks like that mistake possibly, and I'm only going to assume because I am only a commentator, I'm not a judge. Them guys upstairs are looking at it completely different. They know that driver's briefing inside out. Me, I'm just standing at the back trying to pretend like I know. But that's exactly what I thought. Tarek Al-Shahani gets the win. So we see Hazza now putting the foot down. Listen to the roars of that car. Flicking in. Huge angle. Oh, a big impact. Huge impact there from Fahad Al-Jahadi. That is actually, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, the first person we've seen go in there this weekend. As we see Hazza driving off, putting on a lovely lead line. Sure, he's aware that there's no one behind him. He would have been hearing the other car. He probably looked back and he's like, I know I'm fast, but I'm not that fast. Okay, so here we go. Fahad to lead, Hazza to chase. As they come down, is that PS13 in working order? It seems to be. Fahad going on the inside of the track, Hazza just hanging back, saying, right, let's see what happens on this run. Oh, and a big straight in there from Fahad to avoid the wall, the inside clip. Hazza putting the foot down now, using all the power in that S14. Listen to the screams of it. That must be the most intimidating thing, to have chase you down. You're just trying to run away from that car. As we see them come around the last corner and over the line, and the winner is Hazza. We see Abdullah knowing that Ali is fast, so he sits back. Ali Maxid, Abdullah Jard. Oh, look at that. Something went wrong. And Ali comes in like a bat out of hell. Nearly putting four wheels off. But Abdullah Jard, as far as I'm aware, did not initiate. No, he didn't. You see him on the right hand side of your screen there. Just driving around that first corner. Obviously having some sort of mechanical issue. So hard when you see the guys practicing all day long, doing anything they can to get maximum laps in, and then when it comes down to the battles, it just falls apart. Car not playing ball. Ali Maxid is going to leave the line, which will put Ali Maxid into the top 16. Ali Maxid advances on. Used to driving out in the Middle East here, representing Lebanon. Ahab throwing it in, lovely line. Robert doing whatever he can now to stick with him. Oh, and contact. Ahab keeps it going though. Oh, damn. Ahab tried to keep it going, and he got another big bang. He looks over and sees his rear bumper in the front of Robert's 350Z. Like, no. So the question is Ahab able to continue? Was it just the bumper? I know a lot of the guys have fuel cells, radiators, stuff like that in the back. So we want to make sure, it's damaged. One bit of contact. Ahab did try to keep going though. Big respect. I love drivers who do that. Bit of contact, like, right, or whatever. Just contact there, but we'll keep driving like men. But, yeah. Okay, the light goes green. Here we go. Robert clipping the cone on the way down. Oh, Ahab, where are you going? Throwing it in on big angle, but ended up on the wrong part of the track. Maybe giving Robert a small bit of a lifeline here now as they come through the first inner clip. Flicking back. Oh, no! What is going on? Robert, man, threw it in wild there. Did a great job not to over-rotate the car, but maybe caused a big upset in the judges' eyes when it comes to the scoring. So, and the winner is Robert Babagulian. You can hear the anti-lag from Demir's GT86. RB25 versus 2J. Here we go. They're coming down the straight. Look at Brady flicking it in. And Demir spins it out. Nearly taking Brady out with him. Brady puts foot to floor now. Bring it around. Look at this. Exactly what the Irishman did in qualifying. A lovely line from Chris Brady. So we will see a huge advantage to the Irishman going into the second half of this battle. Chris, the higher qualifier, gets the lead. The little skyline that could, hoping that RB25 will hold out for tonight. Here we go. Demir, big flick in. Chris Brady knowing what would have happened in the first one, but Brady absolutely fearless, throwing it in behind Demir, but Demir cutting a small bit on the inside of the track. Chris Brady doing a great job to avoid. So we see that GTA 6, that car just does not look to be handling right. Something wrong, it's whipping around, but look at Chris Brady absolutely sticking it on the door as they come up against the outer clip. Demir now starting to pull a gap. We're blinded by the smoke, but Brady's right there with him. That was such an unbelievable shot. Chris Brady gets the win. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here as both cars leave the line. James to lead, Dennis to chase. Here they go, James with a huge initiation. Right there on that outer line. Dennis a small bit on the inside, but he is right there with him, trying to stick that Corvette on the door of James Dean. James carrying huge angle through that inside clip, as we see Dennis now throwing it up on his door. James on an absolute ideal lead line, but Dennis is right there with him as they start to come into the last corner now. A small bit of proximity starting to form as Machine puts the foot to the floor and brings it over the line, but Dennis Miguel is not too far away. Light goes green and away they go. Dennis Miguel was fast out of chicane. He's trying to get the jump on James, but James Dean, so much experience in the chase position. Look at this from James, tucking right in there beside him, but Dennis is on a lovely lead line now as they come through. Both front bumpers on the wall, pure commitment from both drivers as they come out now to transition for the last time, getting ready to throw it up, back of the car to the wall run from both drivers. This is absolutely insane. Dennis possibly dropping one wheel there, but James Dean is right with him as he brings it over the line. So we see your winner is James Dean. A man on a mission this weekend. That S15 changing chassis. Actually, both guys changing from a 350 into an S body. So huge difference this year as we see Salam on a lovely wide line. But look at Nazar Harbali. Huge angle coming into that first corner as Salam now smokes the first corner out of it, transitioning for outer zone 2. But Nazar's right there with him, absolutely stuck on the door of Salam as they transition back from the wall. Lovely wall run from both guys coming through the last outer zone. See Nazar's car fighting to go straight, but he clutch kicks it and keeps it sideways over the line. But Nazar lead, Salam to chase. Look at this, Nazar throwing it in, but Salam's right there with him. Absolutely no fear of Nazar's crazy build as he starts to get smoked out of it once Nazar puts the foot down. Both guys coming through, front bumpers on the wall, beautiful. Small bit of separation starting to form as they come through outer zone 2. Transitioning now for the last time. Oh, a big proximity between the two of them. Salam not cutting the track, trying to stay on the qualifying line. Nazar is just absolutely blinding him with the clouds. Nazar Harbali moves on to the top 16. It's a Frankenstein of a car. Borrowed panels from absolutely anyone who had an E36. But it's not about how it looks, it's how it performs. And this car is performing well. But he is right up against Ahmed Daham as we see Samir throwing it right on the door, showing no fear of Daham's car. But Daham on a beautiful lead line. Flicking back now, filling outer zone 2. Absolutely smoking them tyres off it. So you see them come around now. Oh, Samir getting a little bit lost in the smoke. Washing wide, getting the transition a small bit wrong as Daham starts to make clouds and pulls a gap over the finish line. Okay, light goes green. Away they go. Big flick in from both drives, but Ahmed Daham is right with him. Oh! I thought Samir was going to over-rotate and take two cars out of it there. Held very well, dropping wheels, but at least he kept it moving. Daham, the absolute veteran, knew what was happening. He just came off power. Right, you ready? Here we go again. Same thing happens there as they're coming back around, transitioning for the wall the last time. Ahmed Daham has that car gripped up to the nines. You can see when he's letting off, it just wants to shoot straight, but does an absolute amazing job. Ahmed Daham gets the win. It is Alamri to lead. It is Riyadh to chase. S15 versus Mark IV Toyota Supra. Away they go. Look at that from Alamri. Beautiful line, but Riyadh is right there with him. Absolutely stuck to Alamri's door. He wants to prove a point as they transition now for the first time out wide. Ahmed Alamri doing a great job. Riyadh just getting lost a small bit in the smoke, but keeps that Supra moving as we see Alamri now starting to pull a gap. Putting foot to floor. Riyadh end up in the inside of the track. He's just doing anything to sit there. And away they go. Riyadh to lead. Ahmed Alamri to chase. Oh, look at Alamri. He's right there with him. Obviously trusts his friend a lot. And Riyadh knew that he had to be fast. Oh no. Ahmed Alamri's poor car. That is exactly how it left here last week. He swings around and sees his buddy okay. Turbo, as we see them now make their way down the straight. Turbo flicking, lovely, carrying, huge angle, but Corseed is right there with him. Did he make contact? I'm not 100% sure. Small bit of a wobble, but he stays in there now as we see them come through the inside clip, transitioning. Corseed maybe just getting a small bit lost in the smoke, but does a good job to get back on the door of the Turbo fighter as Turbo transitions back out to the wall, nearly doing exactly what he did in qualifying. Corseed is cutting the track everywhere to try and stay out of that smoke at Turbo. Okay, light goes green, away they go. Mohamed Corseed to lead, Benedictus Turbo to chase. Oh, big snap to angle for Corseed, but he ends up in the wrong part of the track and has to lock up to avoid going into that wall. That was a nervous moment for everyone. Turbo though, the veteran, just let it happen in front of him. Clean overtake, and now he's using this as like another lead line, making sure he's that qualifying line dialed in, which he does. Look at this from the Turbo fighter. That car is carrying some pace around the track, absolutely insane. Turbo gets the win. Edgar Krieges to lead, Bullseye to chase. There we go, top 32 battle underway. Krieges throwing it in, but Bullseye's right there with him. Both guys dropping wheels through outer zone 1 as we see them bringing it to clip 2, putting the nose of the cars right on that concrete wall. Something seems to be definitely wrong with Bullseye's car. It doesn't look like it's steering the way it usually is, but look at Edgar Krieges on an absolute beautiful lead line, pulling a massive gap on Bullseye. Maybe Bullseye's car is down on power, I'm not 100% sure, but that definitely is not the Bullseye. Bullseye to lead, Krieges to chase. What can Eggers do? We see him throwing in, huge angle from both drivers. Bullseye watching a small bit wide, but look at Edgar Krieges, he's right there with him, touching the side of that S15. A small bit of a nudge there, pushing Bullseye off line. Oh, I don't know what way the judge is going to go with that one. We see them now, both guys keep it going, fair play to them. That's exactly what we want to see. If there's a small bit of contact, keep the run going, get it over the line and let the 3 men upstairs decide it as they bring it around the last corner. And the winner is Bullseye. It is Juha Rintanen. Juha Rintanen is meant to be against Ali Al-Shahani. I'm just going to say it straight out. I did not see Ali's car here at all today. The last time I seen it, it was been recovered from the burnout box after his second qualifying run. So I'm not sure what happened. Never got any information from any of the Shahani team, but don't think Ali's going to drive around the corner. And if he doesn't, that will mean Juha Rintanen will advance and he will move on to the top 16. So not too much of a difficult battle for Juha. He will be happy with this one as we see him now doing an absolute smashing first corner there. This is a brilliant line from Juha Rintanen as we see him transitioning out wide. He's just going to use this just as a practice. Will he put it out on the wall? Yes, he does. It's a beautiful line from Juha Rintanen. Juha with so much experience behind the wheel of a drift car, absolutely killing it this season. Clint is going to do just that for his team, but Hussein Misselani, has he got the steering issue sorted on that C6 Corvette? You see Clint throwing it in. Hussein is right there with him, absolutely putting on the door of Clint Van Hout as they come through now to the inner clip, putting 4 cars on the wall. Snappy transition. Hussein over rotates, Clint keeps it absolutely pinned, filling out on 2, throwing it back for the wall as he comes around the last corner. Definitely want to see a replay there. I think Hussein just tried to match speed. Hussein to lead, Clint to chase. Clint knows he has the advantage. He sits back to let Hussein get that Corvette settled. He doesn't want to let him get too far ahead as we see the Dutchman now putting foot to floor, getting that car absolutely pinned around the track, transitioning, and the same thing for Hussein. On that transition, the steering issues coming back to haunt him, and Clint Van Oot drives his way around the last corner and drives himself into the top 16, where he's going to face Juha Rintanen. Clint Van Oot gets the win. And away we go for the first battle in the top 16. The pyro's off, the excitement's building. Here we go. Victor Jansu throwing it in. Hanbin getting left behind, not able to stick with the pace of the Swedish drift brother. Now Hanbin cuts the track just a small bit to try and gain proximity, but he's washing a small bit wide. Oh, and he transitions completely on the wrong part of the track. And that is he was so close to coming back out in front of Victor. That could have ended absolutely catastrophical, but luckily they both pulled it off. Hanbin lead, Victor the chase. Victor very cautious chasing them in, probably knowing or spotter telling them what happened, but Hanbin now doing an excellent job, carrying huge angle through that first outer zone, but Victor is right there with him. Oh, Hanbin just getting it wrong. He's going to drop wheels in the same spot again, transitioning very wrong, but look at this from Victor Jansu, doing a great job sticking on the qualifying line in the chase position as they transition now for the wall and the last time. Coming around the corner, Hanbin doing whatever he can to try and salvage as many points, but I don't think it'll be enough. Victor Jansu gets the win. Haza sitting back, going to get a run in. He knows he has the power advantage. Tarek has put the foot down, trying to get as much proximity for the first corner, throwing it in nice and wide, but Haza's right there as they come through the first outer zone, making their way through clip 2 now. Both cars right on the wall, snappy transition, absolutely beautiful from both guys. How did Tarek not over-rotate that car, but Haza was not faded whatsoever. Right there with him, huge transition, back dive on the door from Haza. He has to straighten to avoid a small bit of contact as the screams at him as they go by our commentary booth and over the finish line. Light goes green and away they go. Has a lead, Tarek to chase. Tarek's right beside him, not giving Haza much room on the run in. As we see Shahani getting it a bit wrong on initiation, maybe knew how fast Haza was, didn't get the initiation he would like. Whoa, Shahani doing a good job to avoid contact coming through there, but he's very shallow. Haza on a beautiful lead line now as he puts foot to floor. Big straight in there from Al Shahani, getting it all wrong. As we see Haza now filling that last outer zone perfectly and bringing it over the line. There you have it. Once Haza's on fire, and your winner is Haza. Light goes green, away they go. Ali McSee to lead, Robert Gabrulian to chase as we see them throwing it in. Huge initiation both drivers, but lovely lead line from Ali McSee, but Robert's right there with him now as they come towards putting the front bumpers right towards the inside wall clip. See Ali McSee on a beautiful lead line, absolutely insane, throwing it back for the wall. Both guys on the wall, not the proximity we'd like to see from Robert, but Ali McSee looks back on form. Oh, huge flick from Robert, but I think he's getting a small bit wrong. Does a good job to keep that car going. Ali McSee doing a great job now as we see the flame shooting from the wastegate at the bottom of that GTA 6. Robert now not on the line. The judges want doing anything he can to try and get that car right back in the proper position. As we see him flicking over. Oh, Robert shuts it down, causing Ali to have to grip up completely, but both guys keep it sideways. Ali McSee gets the win. Skyline versus E92 M3. Here we go. So we see Chris Brady, lovely initiation. Linus is right there with him though. See Brady dropping away potentially around that first corner, but look at Linus Jansu as he bangs the side of the door, that R32 Skyline. Now Chris Brady keeps it going, transitions lovely, but Linus Jansu stuck on the door of Chris Brady as they transition for the last time. Beautiful lead line from Chris Brady. Can he shake off One half of the Swedish Drift Brothers as they come around the last corner. A small bit of proximity starting to form, but wow! Out with his own extinguisher to make sure he's alright. Ah, there we have it. Look, that was a big fire. Wow, and we see the fire on the track, so obviously it's an oil or fuel or something's after bursting. Fair play to Chris Brady. Absolute legend, jumps out with his own fire extinguisher to try and help out. Make sure Linus's car is safe. Look, at the end of the day, we're all car guys. We know what these things are worth. We know how much money we've put into these unbelievable machines. So Chris Brady just there to make sure that he can help save the Swedish Drift Brothers car. 2 cars on the line and away they go. Linus Jansu to lead, Chris Brady to chase as they throw it in. Look at this beautiful initiation from both guys. Linus on a lovely lead line, but look at Chris Brady right there knocking on the door of the Swedish driver. Huge transition from the Irishman, absolutely insane, putting it right up on the door of Linus Jansu as they transition out for the last time back out to the wall. Another massive dive from Chris Brady, but Linus Jansu is on a whopper of a lead line, and look at Brady. Brady was that close, he was nearly overtaking him. That is absolutely insane. But Chris Brady gets the win. He's going to do whatever he can to try and stick it on the door of James Dean. Away they go. Look at this, James coming down, lovely initiation, but Nazar's right there with him, huge angle. Both guys on a near perfect line through that first zone, but look at Nazar Harbally, he's stuck right on the door of James Dean. Small bit of contact as they transition now. This is exactly what we expected to see from both these absolute legendary drifters. Oh, Nazar is right there with him as a massive transition again. James puts the back of the car out to the wall. James Dean on a near perfect line, and Nazar Harbally right there with him as they come over the finish line to try and get the judge's decision to go his way. Well, we're about to find out. Nazar lead, James to chase. Both cars banging flames down the straight. Huge initiation. Nazar ending up a small bit on the inside of the track, grabbing a bit of proximity, but James Dean puts the foot down now and is right there with him. Listen to the limiter scream from Nazar Harbally's car, but look at James Dean. He is right there with him. He is pushing Nazar around the second corner as they transition back for the wall again. Both guys doing absolutely anything they can to get this battle go in their favour. James Dean putting on a masterclass in the chase, but Nazar Harbally with an absolute epic lead. That was insane. Just saying it out now, Nazar liked that one, you can tell by all the backfires. And the winner is James Dean. Daham leads, Lamry chases. Look at this, Ahmed Daham right there, but Ahmed Lamry is stuck in beside him. See Daham now on a lovely lead line. Lamry not really as wide through that first outer zone. Daham putting the front bumper right on the wall. Ahmed Lamry shuts down and pulls off the track. What the night that just keeps on giving. The lights go green, away they go. Lamry to lead, Daham to chase as they throw it in. Lamry is throwing it in very fast, but Ahmed Daham is right there with him. He is not letting Ahmed Lamry get away from him as they come through clip 2 now. Get ready to put the front of the cars right on the wall. So much bravery. Oh, Lamry just washing a bit wide. Daham eases off to avoid contact. Does an absolute great job there as they throw it back. This is insane. Look at this from Ahmed Daham, Ahmed Lamry. Both guys leaving on the track. Lamry does a massive 360 at the end. Ahmed Daham. Daham moves on to the grey 8. BMW versus Nissan. Here we go. You see Turbo make his way through the chicane, but Bullseye's right there with him. Huge initiation from Turbo, big angle, but Bullseye is not phased at all as he puts foot to floor now, trying to stick with the Turbo fighter. He knows how fast he is. Turbo putting the front bumper right on the wall, and unfortunately for Bullseye getting lost in the smoke, but Turbo drops a wheel around outer zone 2. We see them now transition back for the wall. Nice wall run, huge proximity has appeared between both cars. Turbo washes wide again, giving Bullseye every opportunity You'd be thinking a small bit of an advantage to Cherba, but that is just an assumption because we're not judges. Look at this bullseye, throwing it in. Cherba sitting there right beside him, following nicely through that first corner as we see them make out the clip 2, putting front bumpers right on the wall. Bullseye carrying huge angle as he transitions wildly on a lovely line, but Cherba is right there with him, absolutely sticking it on the door. As we see a huge transition, bullseye to the wall. Cherba doing a great job not to make contact as they come around the back corner. That chase for Benedictus Cherba was absolutely insane. And your winner is Benedictus Cherba. And the light goes green and away they go. You had a lead, Clint to chase. Cohen threw out in front of Clint's car, not too bad though. Doesn't make contact with it. We see you had thrown it in, but look at Clint Van Hout. He is right there with him, absolutely stuck on the door of Juha Rintanen. Juha Rintanen now on a beautiful lead line, but what a transition from Clint Van Hout as we see both drivers putting foot to floor, filling our zone 2. Absolutely perfect lead line, but a beautiful chase. Huge wall run as they come around through the last zone. Absolutely filling it perfect over the line. That was epic. Here we go. Both guys leave the line. Look at the speed of Clint as he comes down, but Juha throws it in and contact on the first corner. But Clint Van Hout keeps it going. Absolutely pinned all the way around. They're not going to let this battle end like this. You see Clint on a lovely lead line. What a dive from Juha in the chase. But look at this from Clint Van. He's pushing him absolutely everywhere. This is carnage. Clint stays in it though. How does he hold on to it? Most drivers there would have let go, but Clint is not giving up. He wants to beat Juha fair and square. He knows what's at risk. Yes, we do, and it's Clint Van Hout. Clint Van Hout gets the win. Has it to lead, Victor Jansu to chase. Here we go, look at this, the speed of Hazza, but Victor is not faded as he throws it in right behind him. Hazza on full throttle now, filling out zone. Victor with a little bit of a wobble, trying to keep the proximity. Hazza on a near perfect line as he comes through the inside clip. Flicking it back now for outer zone 2, doing an absolute great job. But look at Victor Jansu, he is right there with him. Pushing Hazza around, huge transition for both guys, near contact as they come into the last corner. Hazza absolutely smoking the place out of it, Victor sticking with him. But Victor have over 600 there in that E92. What can he do to shake off Hazza as he throws it in? Lovely wide initiation from Victor on a lovely line. Hazza is right there with him though. Nearly pushing Victor through that first corner as they come around towards the inside clip. Both guys putting the cars on the wall, transitioning beautifully. This is a lovely battle so far from both guys. We see Victor on a nice line now. Hazza with another dive through the smoke. Victor doing whatever he can to try and get away, but he's not on the ideal qualifying line. As we hear the screams of Hazza's S14 as it comes over the line. And your winner is Hazza Al Husani. It goes green and away they go. Brady knows he's fast. He takes full advantage because he's able to jump the start line. But look at the speed of Ali Maxid as they come down. Brady now with a lovely initiation, trying to tuck that skyline right in beside Ali Maxid, which he does absolutely epic. Ali Maxid now on a beautiful lead line as they come through the wall. Huge dive from Chris Brady, putting the front of that 32 skyline right on Ali Maxid's door. As we see them now pushing away for the last transition. Both guys out to the wall. Ali Maxid starting to gain a small bit of proximity, but Chris Brady puts foot to floor, does absolutely anything he can to try and chase down Maxid. Light goes green, away they go. What can Maxid do in the chase? But look at Brady as he comes down now, throwing it in very hard. Chris Brady on a nice lead line, but Ali Maxid is right there with him. Chris Brady very wide, doing exactly as the judges asked, but he cannot shake off the GTA 6 of Ali Maxid as a transition for the first time. What a transition from both drivers. Ali Maxid is right there with him, knocking on Chris Brady's door as they flick back through their own smoke. Brady puts it on the wall. So much commitment, but Ali Maxid is still there with him. Bits of tyres flying off the front as they come around the last corner and over the line. The winner is Ali Maxid. Away we go, James lead to Ham to chase as they tear down the straight, throwing it in. Huge flick from James Dean. But oh, James Dean goes wide. No, Ahmed Daham is right there with him. I thought they were going to make contact. Daham doing a great job. Now Dean doing whatever he can, trying to get this car back on a perfect lead line. As we see him now pushing around. Daham is stuck there. A wall run from Dean. Daham knocking on his door as they come through the last outer zone. This was absolutely insane. I did not expect that at the start. Oh, way to go. Daham to lead, James to chase. Big flick in from both drivers. Daham on a lovely lead line, but James the Machine Dean is right there with him, knocking on Daham's door. But look at this from Ahmed Daham, a beautiful lead line. Both guys rubbing the bumpers off the front wall. So much commitment as they transition for the first time, coming through clipping point 3, flicking back for the wall. James Dean's right there with him, but Ahmed Daham is doing anything he can to try and secure this win. Look at that from the drone shot. James Dean might as well be touching his car the whole way around. It's a one more time. It's a one more time. Let's go green, away they go. James Dean the lead, Ahmed Daham the chase. So we see Dean flicking it in, but Ahmed Daham right there with him. James pushing the back wheel right on the outer line, doing exactly as he's asked in the driver's briefing. But Ahmed Daham is right there with him, knocking on Dean's door as they come through the inner clip, pushing as hard as possible, door to door. Daham takes his front bumper off Dean's wheel. Both guys stay in it, keep going. Beautiful transition from Dean. Daham needs to put pressure on. He needs to get closer as they come around the last corner and over the finish line for both drivers there before we send them off for the last time. Ahmed Daham to lead, James Dean to chase, throwing it in. Beautiful initiation. Ahmed Daham is on a lovely lead line, but James Dean is right there with him, knocking on the door of Daham as they put front bumpers on the wall yet again. So much bravery, so much talent on this track right now as we see them coming through, transitioning for the last time out to the wall. Daham running the back bumper on the wall, James Dean knocking on his door as they come through the last zone. Look at that from the drone shot. James Dean pushing Ahmed Daham. And one more time again. There's the thumbs up. The traffic light is set. It goes green. Away they go. James Dean to lead, Ahmed Daham to chase. James Dean throwing it in, but look at Daham, he's right there with him. As we see Dean now filling the outer zone, lovely, but Ahmed Daham right on his door as they come through, putting the front of the car on the wall again. Transitioning back, James on a beautiful lead line. Ahmed Daham is right there with him. They flick back for the wall. What a dive from Daham. Is he able to hold it? Yes, he is. James Dean filling that last outer zone. Ahmed Daham is pushing him over the line. It goes green. Away they go. Daham to lead, Dean to chase as they come down the straight, throwing it in. Look at James Dean, he's right there with him. But Ahmed Daham is on a beautiful line. This is nearly a mirror of every other time we've seen this tonight as we see them come through the centre section. Massive transition. Both guys glued together. You would nearly say there was magnets pulling these cars together. They're so close. How did James Dean do that transition? Ahmed Daham on a beautiful lead line, but James Dean is right there with him, pushing him around that last corner and over the finish line. And the winner is James Dean. Finally we have a winner. Light goes green and away to go. Massive flick in from Turbo, but look at Clint Van Out, he's right there with him. Does a great job not to make contact. How did he stall that car up but keeping momentum at the same time? Turbo now getting that car back online, but look at Van Out, he wants that podium. He's dying to get it. Turbo doing anything he can to shake off Clint, but Clint is right there with him. Huge transition from both guys. Clint ended up in the centre of the track. Turbo doing whatever he can to put proximity between them, but he cannot gap Clint Van Out. Who would it be? Will it be Clint Van Out? Will it be Benedictus Turbo? We're about to find out as both guys come down the straight, throwing it in. Look at the speed of Van Out, but Turbo's right there with him, putting foot to floor, putting the Turbo Fighter up on Clint's door. But Clint is on a beautiful lead line, tucking that front bumper right into the wall as we see Clint doing a near perfect line. Turbo doing whatever he can to get on his door. This is absolutely insane driving from both these guys as we see them come around the final corner and contact. contact from Cherba, and Clint Van Hout drives his way over the finish line. And your winner is Benedictus Cherba. This is just for entertainment, so I can tell you now this is going to be wild. Crocus is drifting out. I'm not even going to commentate. I'm going to sit back and save my voice. I'm going to let you guys just enjoy it. This is drifting at its finest. Sometimes we get so worked up in this world of competition drifting, we forget that we do this thing for fun. This is what we all started doing for fun. Look at this knick-knack pushing him around the track. Oh, my poor voice is not going to make the final, but who cares? This is the last round. OIDC 2024. This season has just been epic. Where are they going? They're just making up their own track now at this stage, it seems. So we see Craigus doing massive donuts. Twin donuts from the Latvian boys, just for fun. What it's all about, putting smile on people's faces. The crowd here are electric. They are loving every minute of that. Muscat, there's a party going on tonight. Away they go. Ali the lead, Hazza the chase. What can both guys do? Try and top each other as we see them throw it in. Absolutely lovely initiation, beautiful from Ali, but Hazza's right there with him, knocking on the door, pushing Ali around both guys on the inside clip. Huge transition from Hazza as we see him doing whatever he can to try and edge an advantage in the chase position as we transition back out to the wall now. Maxide gaining a small bit of proximity. Hazza puts the foot down, using all 900 brake horsepower, pushing Ali across the finish line. We're about to find out. Hazza lead, Maxide to chase. Here we go. Look at this. Boys edging nose to nose down the straight. Hazza throwing it in. Hazza washing wide, bringing Ali out wide with him. As we see Maxide right there with him, tucking on the side of that beautiful S14. But look at Ali Maxide. This is chase driving like we're used to seeing from the 2023 OIDC champion. What a transition from both drivers out to the wall. Maxide is right there with him. Hazza washing a small bit wide through that last clip. So we see both guys stalling up to avoid contact. Yes, we do. Ali Maxide is going to the final. What's about to happen? Well, we're about to find out. James leaves the line, the lead possession, but Cherba is tucking right in there behind him. Big initiation from both guys. You see James on a beautiful line. Cherba now starting to close the gap as they come through the first corner, putting his front wheel right on James's door. It's the transition. Oh, beautiful transition from both guys. How did Cherba not make contact in the chase position? We see them now coming back to transition out to the wall. Beautiful. Cherba runs a spoiler along the wall, but maybe gets a little bit too far in it, which gives James the chance to push a little bit further. Lights go green and away they go. Cherba in the lead, Dean in the chase. Big flick in from both drives. Cherba's right on the outer line, but James Dean's right there beside him. Beautiful lead line from Benedictus Cherba through that first corner. See James now right there with him. Lovely transition. Cherba carrying maximum angle. That lock kit was on full angle as it comes through the corner, but look at James Dean right there with him. Huge dive from Dean, the back of the car flexing off the wall. Cherba runs a small bit wide through the outer zone, but Dean is right there with him, possibly pushing his way to the final. But the winner and going to the final is James Dean. For a reason, and here we go. Both cars leave the line. Cherba the lead, Hazza the chase. Cherba throwing it in. Hazza doing a great job, tucking right in beside the Cherba fighter, rubbing front wheel to front wheel. This is absolutely insane. Small bit of contact as they come through the wall. A big nudge there. Both guys stay in it as we see them transition for the first time, coming through outer zone 3, flicking back for the wall. Cherba on a nice line. Hazza's right there with him. Flames shooting from the bottom of both cars. Hazza's car's on fire. What? The back wheels after igniting, taking a page out of. It's off. Get out. Get him. Oh my god. Oh my god. They've took the whole exhaust off his car. But he has to overcome Benedictus Turba. If you're in attendance, cover your ears because this is about to get loud. Huge initiation from both drivers. Turba's right there with him, knocking on the door of Hazza as they come around the last corner. Transitioning. Lovely and wide, filling the outer zone. Hazza on a beautiful lead line, but Turba is right there with him, pushing him all the way around. This is absolutely insane. What a way to finish off the OIDC season for both guys. And we are going to the podium for the third and fourth. They have a decision. I've seen more things tonight than I've seen in drifting, but we've got one more battle, and here it is. James to lead, Ali to chase. Dean throws it in. Ali Maxeed's right there with him. James Dean on a beautiful lead line, but Ali Maxeed is not letting him get away as they come through the inner clip, front bumpers on the wall, transitioning for the outer zone. Ali is knocking on Dean's door as they come through to transition for the last time out to the wall. Coming around the last corner, filling the outer zone. This is absolute a drift masterclass from James Dean. Let's see what happens. Both guys leave the line. They want to push hard into the first corner, throwing it in. James Dean right on the door of Ali Maxeed. Ali Maxeed doing anything he can to shake off the machine, but I don't know if it's possible. James is right there with him. Look at the transition through the smoke. Ali on a beautiful line, but James is right there with him. What can either driver do to top the other as they transition back for the wall? Maxeed takes the taillight off the wall. Dean is right there with him as they come through the final corner for the final time and over the finish line.
ممكن نسمع لهم تحية. Let's give them all a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Well done.
يستاهل الأبطال. المركز الثالث رياض المبسلي، المركز الثاني أحمد العامري، والمركز الأول طارق الشيهاني. يلا على المينا.
ألف مبروك، ألف مبروك، ألف مبروك علي، ألف مبروك دحام، ألف مبروك الزاع. Well done. Let's go to the international category.
يلا.
Third place goes to شربا. First or second. يلا الأول ولا الثاني نعلن. First. We gotta go for the first. And the winner is James Dean. And the second place, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause. تحية كبيرة جدا جدا لعلي ماكسبي.
بطولة عمان الدولية للانجراف OIDC.
Let's go to national. Third place on the national category goes to Riyadh al-Mabsali. Second place goes to طارق الشاري. First place on Oman on the national category أحمد العامري.
شيهاني والمركز الأول.
Let's give them all a big round of applause. سمع لهم تحية أستاذ تحية. Moving to the MENA
region.
Third place goes to أحمد العامري.
Second place goes to علي
ماكسبي. First place goes to دحام.
مبروك لأصحاب المراكز الثلاث الأولى.
يستاهلوا تحية. Let's give them a big round of applause, guys.
صوت الجمهور يا جمهور. Ready for the international. Fifth place and the international goes to علي ماكسيد.
Fourth place المركز الرابع Glenn Van Aert.
The top three
of this OIDC for this year. We have on the third place المركز الثالث
Yes!
Second place Second place, ladies and gentlemen.
Second or the first?
Second or first? Second.
Why not the first?
Second.
Second.
Ahmed Daham!
First place.
The champ
Of the OIDC 2024. James Dean!
Okay, can we give them all a big round of applause, please, to all the winners? All the winners. All right, guys, it was great. 3 weeks, actually.
We
3
enjoyed.
rounds of OIDC 2024.
How was it, Mike, from the commentating cube, actually?
I have no voice left.
Thank you, everyone. Well done.
And this is a wrap for an amazing championship. See you next year, inshallah, here again in Muscat. Thanks, everyone. شكرا لكم جميعا ونشوفكم إن شاء الله.
شكرا مسقط.